Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and we're going to get into it with Shannon Sharpe's apology that he had this morning on Undisputed. Now, recent events, we all know by now what went down with Shannon Sharpe and the Memphis Grizzlies when they're playing the Lakers. Shannon Sharpe got into a heated exchange with Dillon Brooks. He also got into it with Ja Morant's dad. And you know, after that incident, he didn't really say anything on social media that day, evening. Saturday was kind of ghost, quiet. And then he was really just on his tweets. He was just really talking about the games, didn't really address the situation. Up until today, Undisputed, he was given a monologue segment to address the situation. And he apologized. He apologized to the Fox organization. He apologized to the Lakers organization. He apologized to Memphis Grizzlies and Dillon Brooks specifically. And I'm going to play some of his apology here. So check it out.
Yes, thanks, Jen. As you probably have heard or have seen Friday night at the Lakers game, I want to apologize for my behavior. You know, guys, I've preached for the last 6.5 years, responsibility and accountability. And I take full responsibility for what transpired. It does not matter what Dillon Brooks said or how many times he said it. Me being the responsible person, me having the platform that I have and having so many people look up to me, I was wrong. I should have lowered the temperature in the arena. Instead, I turned the temperature up and I let it get out of hand. And I want to apologize to a few people. First of all, I want to apologize to the Lakers organization, Jeannie Buss, the Buss family. I apologize for any harm or unwanted attention that I brought to your organization. I want to apologize to the fans that were in attendance and the fans that watched on television, because that's not what you paid for and that's not what you tuned in to watch. Shannon Sharpe should have been mentioned as someone that was at the game, not someone that let his emotions run high and get out of hand during the game. I want to apologize to the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies organization and fans, I am sorry. More specifically, I want to apologize to Dillon Brooks. He is a fierce competitor, and seeing him up close, I get a sense of why he is what he is and how he's wired the way he's wired. Bruh, I apologize. I wish you the best of luck the rest of the season and continued success. Ja, it was a privilege and an honor to watch you.
Okay, so now that you've heard Shannon's apology, or some of it, the full clip is out there already on YouTube, whatever. So, but listen, I appreciate Shannon taking accountability, owning up to his actions, and you know, his apology felt very sincere, showed a lot of contrition. Definitely is taking the higher road here, right? But I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it's me being petty or whatever, but I don't think he owed anybody an apology, right? I mean, I know he did the corporate thing, and you know, he does represent Fox, a big media station. You know what I'm saying? So I get all that. You know, your representative on there. You know, I'm sure they're looking for bigger opportunities for him once he's probably done with Undisputed. But I mean, you know, I just don't think it was necessary. You know, and especially the apology to Dillon Brooks, right? You know, when Dillon Brooks, you know, called him a blogger or whatever, and he's the one that said, you know, F you to Shannon, when Shannon was just saying you can't guard LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it got heated, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, honestly, I don't think Shannon really escalated. I felt like, you know, when you're gonna say F you to another man, when you're just talking clean basketball trash talk, I know, right? But I mean, for him to take it to that level, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Shannon didn't get on the court or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He stayed where he was. He didn't try to make the game about him. You know what I'm saying? He was talking trash like any other fan, but Dillon Brooks wanted to decide to say F you and try to check Shannon or something like that, right? I mean, listen, I know the corporate execs got to Shannon. You know, this is a wake-up call for Shannon. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, you know, he has to explain, because clearly when Skip acts a fool or whatever, he don't really have to apologize or really got to explain himself unless he wants to, right? But I mean, I think Shannon was well within his frame on Friday night, and he handled the situation how he should have handled it. You know, at the end of the day, you're a man. Another man's trying to check you. You're gonna stand up for yourself, right? So I mean, listen, I don't have an issue with Shannon's apology. I just don't think he really needed to apologize, and specifically, he didn't need to apologize to Dillon Brooks. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dillon Brooks is a good player and everything like that. You know, he's a good defender, but I mean, I just think that, you know, some screws are a little off in his head or something like that. Thinking, you know, listen, it could be the fact that, like, you know, Shannon Sharpe has been hard on the Grizzlies. Considering the Grizzlies do talk a lot of trash, considering they haven't really won anything. I mean, they won a lot of regular season games, but they haven't gone to a finals yet. Obviously, they haven't won a championship. Nothing. They haven't done anything of merit, right? So I can see that some of that's going on here, but I mean, this apology, man, Shannon didn't need to do it. He didn't need to do it. It wasn't needed. If you like Shannon, the apology wasn't needed. If you don't like Shannon, it doesn't change your opinion of what you think about him, because I know, you know, Shannon is a huge LeBron supporter, and there's a lot of people that don't like LeBron. I like LeBron, but I'm kind of 50-50 on LeBron. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, listen, Shannon, he's gonna have a lot of opportunities. Whether he apologizes or not, it wasn't gonna affect anything or any business with him or void his contract or anything like that. I think, you know, and then Shannon in a longer clip of his apology, I mean, he did apologize to his agent, his representatives, and stuff like that. So, I mean, Shannon took the gentleman's approach. I respect that. I just think the pettiness side of me is just kind of like, nah, man, you don't owe anybody an apology or Dillon Brooks an apology. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this is going to win a lot of people over, I think, for Shannon, because, you know, I was looking at some of the comments on Undisputed Channel when they posted this, and, you know, a lot of people support Shannon and said that's how you do an apology, and it is how you do an apology. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take any shots. He owned everything that he did, and we respect that. But to apologize to Dillon Brooks, especially for him calling him out his name or just saying F you or whatever, like, nah, it wasn't needed. So just my thoughts on it, man. So anyways, guys, please like, subscribe. I'm out.